Hello, and welcome to another episode of Transformers Figure Review. And today, as you are seeing before you, this is my entire collection of figures from the Prime Wars trilogy, which is Combiner Wars, Titans Return, and Power of the Primes. And kind of like the video I did on the few jazz figures I have, I thought, it would be fun to do as like a mega review video, basically, in which I'm going to review all of the figures that I have from the Prime Wars trilogy. Now, I'm going to do this in a manner where if I have two figures that say they share the same mold, I will just do them both at the same time. So without further ado, we're going to start up here in the Combiner Wars section, in which we're going to start with Red Guy there and White Jet Guy there, because they're both the same. Alright, so to start things off in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Combiner Wars Voyager class Silverbolt and Scattershot. As you can see, they are essentially the same figures. They just look different. So, here we have them both in their jet modes, so let's bring Silverbolt here over. And yeah, it's a very basic kind of jet mode, where you kind of just have the entire robot mode just hanging out on the bottom. But it does what it needs to do. And taking a look here at Scattershot. Scattershot here again. Is molded a little differently, but is the same figure. So yeah, not really a whole lot to talk about in their jet modes, so why don't we get them both transformed? Alright, and so here we have Silverbolt and Scattershot in their robot modes, and as you can see, minus like the heads, they are exactly the same. Well, of course their wings are different too, but you get a nice view here of them. Yeah, Scattershot's a very nice deep red with some blue and white. Silverbolt here is mostly white with some orange, black, and red on it. And yeah, not a whole lot really to say. They look pretty good. I mean, they kind of just wear their jet modes on their back, but what can you really do about that, And of course, each of them have one more mode. I will only be showing the combined mode for these two, because any of the other figures that are Limbots, I'm not digging out, the feet and hands and all that to do. Just like I didn't actually dig out any accessories for any of these guys, because these two would each come with a gun, as most Transformers do. But anyway, yeah, most of the ones in this big review are not going to have accessories on them. Some will. But anyway, these two, of course, have one more mode, so let's get them into their final form. There's no one coming here to save you. You've got to save yourself. Okay, so I decided to only put Silverbolt in combined mode. That way you can kind of see that the combined mode is about the same height as in robot mode. So yeah, it does, it looks good. It does what it needs to do. You get the ports there for all the limb bots, and then you just got the junk on the back there. Not much you can really do about that. And since these two are essentially the same, I will run through the articulation with him, which is another reason why I left Scattershot in the robot mode. So let's hit the articulation. Okay, so in their robot modes, you get half decent articulation. The head will go that way and that way. Will go up about that far, down about that far. The arms will go up to right about, well, we can get all the way around if we keep the wings and shit on the back out of the way. The elbows will go to there. The hands don't move except for that flap. Nothing at the... Oh yeah, the arms can go out. Nothing at the waist or any of that. The legs, if I can... The legs will go up to there. Get a good split side of him. And as you can hear, the ratchets are pretty nice. You won't get any back on the legs because you're going to hit all of that junk there. But you can get them forward to there. And the knee is double jointed, and we'll do about that. So, yeah, the feet, no bends in the feet. They just fold a la the Transformation. And of course, the combined mode, you don't get a whole lot of articulation out of it. The head can move side to side. These little antenna things don't like to stay. Obviously there's nothing at the waist, and the legs can go about up to there, back about to there, and you do get that to kind of use as a pseudo knee bend, I guess, in the combined mode, but not really much of anything in the combined mode, so... So yeah, that's gonna do it for this portion of our review of the Combiner Wars Scattershot, and Silverbolt. So let's move on to the next one. Alright, so next up in this colossal review is going to be the Deluxe Class Ironhide and Wild Rider. And so here they are in their both similar truck modes. I guess we don't need to take a look at both of them in truck mode, but here we are in truck mode. Wild Rider is obviously gray. You can see the feet back there, and you can basically see everything right there. Ironhide is not that different. This was a figure, which you're going to see this a lot in this video, that there were several Combiner Wars and Titans Return figures that my brain said, hey, we should paint these up. So, you're just going to have to put up with it. It was something stupid that I did that I wish I hadn't, so... But yeah, not all that much to look at here in the truck mode, so let's get our folks here transformed.
You have my permission to die. What does that mean? Rise.
Alright, so here we have Wild Rider and Ironhide. in their robot modes. And yeah, their robot modes kind of suck. I mean, come on, putting the combiner peg right smack in the center is sad. These parts on Ironhide were originally just gray, but of course that was something that my stupid brain said, hey, we should paint these silver, and it looked shitty. But that's what I did. And I hate that I did that. But yeah. As you can see, the difference, Wild Rider is gray and like an aqua blue with a little bit of green on his face. Ironhide is red, black with some blue there. And of course with silver. So yeah, they are alright. Now let's run through the articulation on them. Okay, so I'm only going to show Wild Rider for articulation because, again, they are both the same figure, basically. So the head will look up that far, down that far, will go all the way around. The arms can, I mean, if you line them up like that, like you're going back into vehicle mode, you can get them all the way around, but you know, if you do them, yeah, you can still do it. No, you can't. You can't do it the way that they're supposed to be. They bend there, about all you'll get out of that. They, of course, can rotate if you need them to. You do get that there at the crotch waist area. The legs, oh, the arms can go, if you're careful about it, you can get the arms out about there. The legs will go to about there. So, not bad splits wise, but the legs will go up to there, and the knee will bend to there. And yeah, that's kind of all the articulation you get. It's not that great. You get nothing at the feet, nothing at the hands, and you have this big dumb backpack. So yeah, that's really it. They're not that great. They serve better purpose as limbs, which they do. But yeah, it's kind of lame. And they have big giant backpacks. But yeah, that's going to do it for this portion of the Mega Review on Combiner Wars. Alright, so for the next leg of the reviews, we are going to be taking a look here at Dragstrip and Swindle. Dragstrip was actually one of the first Combiner Wars guys I remember picking up. Anyways, Dragstrip here obviously was repainted at one point to Mirage, and Swindle here was repainted to be Hound, which was a stupid idea if you ask me, but whatever. They do what they want. So here they are in their vehicle modes. Let's take a closer look here at Dragstrip. Not a whole lot, but it looks pretty darn good if you ask me. Same with Swindle. Not much to look at here. It's just a lot of big blockiness. And yeah. That's kind of it though for the vehicle modes for these two, so let's get them transformed. Okay, so here we have Dragstrip and Swindle in their robot modes, and I like Swindle's. It's not my favorite of Swindle, but I like it. But Dragstrip's is definitely my favorite. It looks really nice. Not to mention his head looks spectacular. Move the Swindle here. And they got the Swindle head right with the big purple eyes, but I don't know, I just am not a fan of this big blocky ass body for Swindle. Just doesn't fit right, you know? It definitely feels like they made it with Hound in mind first, but they released Swindle first anyways. And of course, the last thing to do is I will go through their articulation. So, starting with Dragstrip here. His head will go up about there, down about there. We can get all the way around. Just bite me a little bit. The arms can go around to there before that catches on the wheel. The elbow can come up to there. Nothing at the hand. The arms can come up like this, all the way out. Then we do get our little waist swivel there, so that's nice. The legs can come out to about there. And then the legs will go up to there, and we'll knee bend there. And nothing at the toes for Dragstrip there. As for Swindle here, his head will go up to there, go down to there, not very far, can go all the way around. The arms can come out to there, not bad. They can go all the way around, and we get about that much at the elbow, nothing at the hands. You do get a waist swivel here as well. The legs can go out to there, so full splits on the legs. And then the legs will go up to there, and we'll bend to there, and we do actually get, I can do it, a little bit of toe articulation on here, so that's pretty nice. I like that. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this part of the review on Dragstrip and Swindle. So let's move on to the next ones. Alright, so next up in the mega review here, we have Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Smokescreen, Blades, and Sunstreaker. So there they all are in their respective vehicle modes. We'll take a quick look at their vehicle modes individually here, starting with Smokescreen. He's got that very nice blue and yellow, a little black in there. Very nice, but of course you can see everything going on down below. Smokescreen is of course based on the Prowl mold. That looks exactly the same, minus the colors in the head. We have Blades here. There's very nice helicopter mode, which has some blades painted by me, which I wish I wouldn't have done that, but I did anyway. And other things that were painted by me very stupidly. And finally we have Sunstreaker, another one that has the unfortunateness of being painted by me. So there it is, and you can kind of see everything going on down here. But yeah. And it's yellow, and I'm not a fan of yellow. But anyway, yeah, there's those three in their vehicle modes, so let's get them all transformed. Alright, and here we are with those three in their robot modes, and I'm gonna say this. If I had to pick from my Combiner Wars figures a least favorite, this guy right here. Sunstreaker is just bad. I mean, whoever designed this, just the head is fine, but the rest of it, it's just especially the legs. Like, what the fuck are these legs? Oh my god. Especially that little thing right there for the legs. I hate it. Yeah, this guy sucks. Blades is definitely one of my favorite. It's really cool. I like the helicopter look, and I like a lot of it, honestly. Looks good. And of course, this guy, he's Smokescreen here. He's got gimpy arms. I don't know why they did that. They should have put some sort of extension in his arms. It just looks really weird to me. He's got these little tiny arms, but these like super huge legs. Like, I like the colors, but yeah. But anyway, let's real quick go over the articulation of our three here. We're gonna start things off with Smokescreen here. So his head will go up about there. We'll go down, not much at all. Can go around to there. And then the arms can move up like that. We get a pretty nice elbow bend. Nothing at the hands, unfortunately. We can twist the arm if we need to. The waist does move, just like that. The legs can come up to about there, so not too bad. They can also come up to here, and our knees will bend to there. So not too shabby for Smokescreen. Bringing in Blades here, the head will move up to there, very nice. Down, not any much. Around all the way. Come to the arms, they can move out to there. Not bad, not bad. The elbows, well, the around, you can get them around to right about there before we're hitting stuff. The elbow can come to there. Nothing at the hands because they are in fact molded in. We do get that waist pivot. The legs can come out kind of pathetically to there. They can move up to there. And can knee bend to there. So not the best articulation on Blades, but he still looks pretty cool. And of course we come to the hated one, Sunstreaker. His head will move not up at all, down to there, can move all the way around. Arms can come all the way out. The arms will go to all the way, nope, the arms will stop there. We get, technically that, but that's part of the transformation. We do get a waist pivot. The leg can move out. If you really try, you can get them out to there. Things don't stay. You can get up to there, and the knee bends to there, and it looks like shit. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this leg of the Combiner Wars Mega Review. One more stop on this Combiner Wars trip. And our final stop on this trip down Combiner Wars lane, we got some jets. We have the Leader Class Thundercracker and the Legends class Skywarp. This leader class Thundercracker is of course based off of the Thrilling 30 Jetfire / Skyfire, whatever you prefer to call it. And yeah, so let's start with, of course, the jet modes. I'll take a look at Skywarp first here. Nice small Legends-sized jet mode, I think. Does the job and it looks cool. Of course, you can kind of see everything down there, but that's okay. It's just a Legends class. And of course, let's take a look at the big boy in blue here. Very nice jet mode, I gotta say. Looks really cool. A nice shade of blue it is. Look at the bottom here again. You can kind of see how everything's going to work out, so. But that is all for their jet mode, so why don't we get them both transformed? Alright, and here we have Thundercracker and Skywarp in both of their robot modes. Yeah, let's start with Skywarp here. I think Skywarp is actually a really nice, like, small representation of this, you know? I think it works really well. Has like a little tiny representation. Of course, he's got his null rays there, and he looks the part as the Skywarp, and I like it. Come over here to Thundercracker. I do have my complaints. A is the fact that his feet are angled, like they're molded to be angled, and I really don't like that. Because, you know, the only way you can get him to stand properly, as you can see, is you have to use the ratchet joints in the hip there and spread the legs out in this really weird position. So, yeah. And, of course, there's other problems with the arm weapons that get in the way of the articulation there. But overall, it's definitely a nice representation of Thundercracker. However, I kind of prefer my Siege Thundercracker over this one, just like a tiny bit. But yeah, that's it for the robot mode, so let's quickly run over the articulation here. Okay, so starting with Skywarp. There's nothing at the head, of course, it's a fixed head. The arms can come up to there, very nice. They can go up and we'll stop there because that hits the wings and the back. At the elbow, we can get, move that up out of the way. The elbow will get us a nice bend there. And then nothing at the hand. Situate there. The legs will do a full split and can come up to there and can be bend to there. So very, very nice articulation for a middle guard. Then we bring in the big boy here, and I'm going to take his guns off because that's going to interfere with the articulation. So the head will go up to there, down, not any more or less, and go all the way around. Very nice. The arms can go up to there. Very nice. We can move about to there before we start hitting stuff, which is all ratchet joints, I should mention. And the elbow will bend to about there. As for the legs, they will come out to about there. I'm not too shabby with that. And the legs will then come up to there, which kind of sucks. And the knee will bend to there, which is pretty good. The feet can move. They can move on two joints. One of those joints is really only for transformation, but you can utilize that if you would like to. But yeah, that's it for this part, and that's going to end the whole trip down Combiner Lane here. This guy, kind of a mess. Especially with where the arms are supposed to peg in, they like to pop out a lot. Again, I will always like my Siege Thundercracker a lot more. So yeah, that's it for this, and thank you for watching my mega review on my Combiner Wars figures. That's all I have, so thanks for watching, and goodbye.